of the fact that that change does not reflect the founding principles that made this nation great. It is incumbent upon us, as we the people, to take on the stewardship responsibility to protect these liberties.
Amen. Right on.
To the extent that you are willing to make the sacrifice of time, talent, and treasure, is to the extent that we will experience the victory of maintaining that which has been handed down to us by the Constitution.
Right on.
For many of us, we need to understand what this mandate means. We have said during my campaign, and certainly Sarah Palin has made it clear, that inside this death care are end-of-life counseling and death panels. When we said that, we were scoffed at, we were laughed at, we were ridiculed. Nancy Pelosi said, let us hurry up and pass this so that we can read it and find out what's in it. I think that's backward. And I really believe that we need to hold our elected officials accountable for such nonsense. Read it and to discern its meaning and its implication for us and for our families and for the future of our nation. We are appalled at what we are seeing. We are repulsed by the idea that the government can tell us how long our grandparents can live, whether they qualify for any kind of Medicaid or Medicare attention or not. You may say that that is hyperbole, Pastor Broden. You're just talking hyperbole. I'm sure the media is here saying he's out on the lunatic fringe again. There goes Pastor Broden.
He's out on the truth. Fringe.
I just read this morning that there are 15 bureaucrats who are being assigned to what is called the Independent Panel Advisory Board, the IPAB, which is a bureaucratic organization that is designed to assess whether senior citizens will receive Medicaid services or not. Men and women, that's what's inside this Obamacare. And you and I need to be aware of the fact that they are going to be making decisions as to whether our grandparents, your mother or your father, qualifies for Medicaid or Medicare. Congressman David Kemp from Michigan, commenting on this particular panel, he's out of the Ways and Means Committee. He said this, quote, "This unaccountable board has the objective to save money by restricting access to health care for Medicaid and Medicare beneficiaries."
Never.
That's David Kemp from the Ways and Means Committee, who is a Republican out of Michigan, making a comment on the IPAB panel. Men and women, because we did not read it before passing it, that panel is justified by law. We have an obligation to be vigilant, to be diligent, to push back against the socialistic plans to flip this nation into a Marxist paradigm. May I say to you that Karl Marx said this: "It is my goal in life to dethrone God and to destroy capitalism." May I ask you a question? Do you see the dethronement of God? And the systematic destruction of a capitalistic system?
Yes.
Men and women, what we are witnessing is a Marxist takeover of this great nation. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm going to say it. We are witnessing the progressive movement which is designed to flip this nation into something that is the antithesis of our founding fathers' idea of what America was all about. We need to be aware of that fact. We need to be instructed and informed and educated so that our actions will be specific and targeted. Targeted in a way that we can win the day. Most Americans are oblivious to what's going on and why it's going on in America. Joseph Stalin, commenting on America, said this, that America is like a healthy body, and its three resistance are its patriotism, its moral code, and its spiritual life. If we can undermine these three areas, America will collapse from within. Do you sense a collapse is happening right now? I submit to you that there is a strategic plan that's being implemented on America today. It has its roots in progressivism. Progressivism is influenced by socialism. Socialism is influenced by communism. And the father of communism is Karl Marx. And may I say to you, Marxism, communism, socialism have this in common. They are all an anti-God system. And an anti-God system that is targeted against our Judeo-Christian heritage in order to dislodge it, to dispossess this nation of its legacy, of its history, of its success, of its exceptionalism. They do that by discrediting and diminishing our religious roots. I'm going to take a few moments